What's going on, guys? So I am out here at the Jayco Homecoming event. This is essentially where they showcase their 2026 model year lineup, and they've invited me out so I could take a look at the different floor plans that they're modifying, releasing, showcasing, both from a towable perspective as well as a motorized perspective. In front of me, you almost want to ask the question, where's the rest of it? This thing is super, super tiny. They call this the 15 TBSL. And this thing is crazy, crazy compact and small. But the floor plan inside of here is actually really awesome. And I think it's going to surprise you. So let's go over it. Hang tight. I'll be right back. So this is part of their Jayfeather Air SL series. This is a solid sidewall. So this is not a stick and tin unit, right? This is actually one that a lot of people might find very appealing because I've shown some of these in more of a stick and tin format, but this is one where you're gonna get a fiberglass sidewall to it. Has a gross vehicle weight rating of 3,500 pounds, which means you can tow this with a lot of vehicles. Just be sure you have the towing capacity and the payload capacity to handle the weight whenever everything is loaded, as well as your vehicle set up properly and you're not going over any of your capacities. So this is going to have a single 3,700 pound axle, which actually is more than the gross vehicle weight rating. So it supports the entire loaded weight of the RV, which is not something you can say about a lot of RVs. Has a single axle, it's 14-inch D-rated tires on it. And it has a cargo capacity of 840 pounds, which is an admirable cargo capacity. Plus, this is going to have a dry weight of 2,660 pounds. Again, towable by a lot of vehicles that are out there, and that means a lot to a lot of folks. Plus, these things are not going to be that expensive. I don't know the price of this one, but what's nice about these is it's a great way to get into an RV and then modify the heck out of it, right? You can get one of these for a steal, but then throw more aggressive wheels, tires, trim, do things to it that make it more personalized to you, because you can do that with these, which is awesome. You can really do that with just about any RV. Has a good size storage. It kind of runs more the length rather than the width, which is nice. The floor plan is right here, so you get a bit of an idea of what we're about to walk into. All right, so let's check this thing out. Nothing super crazy about the suspension. It's standard leaf sprung suspension. You do have some scissor jacks on the back here to stabilize it as well, and I don't see any on the front, so these are more of like a rear stabilization setup. All right, so single axle, 3,500 pound GVWR, standard steel fold-in step. You have kind of a little bench right here where you can put your shoes and stuff underneath it. But check this out. So you have a cool storage cabinet right here, plus you have a full functional interior to this thing. So we have our kitchen right here, which is going to give us 2-burner cooktop, undermount sink, thermofoil countertop. Not a huge fan of that. Wow, that's honestly something I did not expect. I did not expect to see ball bearing drawers within a cabinet. That's not usually what you see on an RV like this. Plus you have your Envision microwave up top. It's a 2 times better warranty. Don't be fooled. So they have the 2-year limited warranty plus a 3-year structural warranty. Check this out. You have a 12-volt refrigerator freezer, much larger than you typically see in something this small. That's really nice. Plus you have a single AC right here, which I think is more than enough to cool this because it's super tiny. Huge area up here. So this is both your eating area and your sleeping area, but this converts into pretty much a solid bed. That is absolutely awesome. So you have the table there at the end, and then this rests right there, and then all of this just folds flat, and you have pretty much a king-size bed. That is really, really nice. You have some windows on each side. It would have been cool to have like one giant window right here, but then this is also the backer for the TV. So maybe they could have put the backer for the TV on this side, or just put one giant window right here. But still, this is a really, really cool floor plan, considering you do have 3 windows in here. That is a great setup. On-demand water heating system as well. You have your vent up top. Nice LED lighting all the way around. Good amount of space in here also. This is a no-slide travel trailer, but considering that, you have a good amount of space to move around. Over here in the bathroom, you have your plastic toilet. It is a foot flush toilet, of course, plus a spot for your toilet paper and a good-sized shower. You actually get a pretty dang functional shower in here. This is probably the size of most larger travel trailers. Not kidding you. This is a good size, and you have good height to it. I'm actually really surprised how tall the ceilings are. You could probably be upwards of about 6'3" and comfortably fit in here. Oh, I missed a window. You also have the window back here. Now, I think what would have been cool is if they moved the window over here and they notched this out this way, put the door at an angle, and put a sink inside of the bathroom. I think that would have been really cool. Because this right here is extra storage, but it's not necessarily something that's like absolutely needed, or at least this much of it, right? This much could have been absorbed into the bathroom, put the sink on the inside of there, and you'd have a sink inside of the bathroom, which is really nice. All your water and all that stuff would be there as well. But what do you think? This is pretty dang awesome. And again, I bet this is pretty dang affordable. If you look up the model number and you look for dealerships, you'll probably be able to get this for a pretty dang good bargain. And the fact that you can add stuff and modify it, and this is going to be great for a lot of smaller families who are simply looking for something that will get them out there camping at an affordable price. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this. Is this something you could see yourself staying in? If so, for how long? Just based off of what you're seeing. Not talking about any other specs of it, but just based off of what you're seeing from a livability perspective. Is this something that's similar to maybe moving from maybe like a pop-up to something like this? Is this something you could see yourself moving into? Anyways, again, please let me know. Drop a comment below. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.